If there's only one piece of advice I would give to women, what would that be? I was asked this question on my Instagram stories today, and I want to bring this to YouTube to give you a more detailed answer. Hello, my name is Elena. I'm a feminine energy coach, and in this channel, you learn everything around spirituality, personal growth and development, love and relationships, self-healing, and so much more. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I hope you do, and come back and like this video. So in this video, I want to share with you what would I consider the best advice that I could give to women. And this is hard because I have so many advices that I can give to women. I'm a feminine energy coach. This is all I do. I love exploring different topics to help women, empower women on their journeys. And of course, I always say that self-love and knowing yourself and loving yourself is the number one advice, but this is more of a philosophy for life. This is a motto for life. But I want to give you some tangible advice today. And the number one advice that I would give to women is balance your hormones. Yes, balance your hormones, and I'll explain to you why. In this video, I'm going to give you so much value, so stay till the end. I'm going to give you about 7 different ways of how you can do that. And when I think about hormones, I don't just think about these chemicals in a physical body. I think hormones are so much more bigger and more important that we think about it, because I feel that they are connectors. They are the bridge between our physical body and our emotional and spiritual body. I feel they're so important, and it's important for women to balance them, because your health, your vitality, your relationship, your libido, the way you look, the way you act, the way you behave, the way you feel yourself is so much driven by your hormones. So understanding them is very, very important. So as I said, I think of hormones as this bridge between spiritual and physical body. So I want to explain to you how I think about this. Because you probably know that hormones are part of the endocrine system in our body. And if I think about it, and if you just do a research, you know that there are different glands within the endocrine system, but I love to connect them also to the spiritual perspective. And the glands that are sitting within our body and generate these hormones, they're very much related to our chakras, our energy centers. So there's always communication going on between the two. So it's important for you to know that and balance it from both perspectives, and do the various things to balance your hormones on the physical perspective as well as emotional and energetic perspective. So of course, you know that the hormones, how do they get out of balance? And I'm someone who very much experienced it in my life. As I said, I'm a feminine energy coach, but before I became one, I worked for corporate for many, many years, and it was a very stressful environment. And of course, stress is number one contributor for having our hormones to be out of balance. And I'm a mother of 2 children, and I'm now in my mid-40s, so I've really been diving deep into understanding my hormones and really seeing how it impacts my life, because again, it ties to your vitality, it ties to your emotions, it ties to how you look, how you feel every single day. So for women to really balance their hormones is quite important. So let me start by sharing how I feel our endocrine system is connected to our chakra system, how it's connected, how the physical organ is connected to the energetic organ. So the very first organ, the very first gland as part of endocrine system is called hypothalamus. It's inside of your brain, and I feel like it's very connected to your crown chakra. And this is your brain center, this is the command center, this is where all the hormones are originated. This center regulates all the other glands and keeping your temperature, your mood, your digestion, all of that in place. The next gland is a pituitary gland, and it's connected to your third eye. It releases hormones that control all the other glands. Next gland is a thyroid, and it's connected to your throat chakra. So this is the center that generates the hormones that are responsible for your metabolism, for your energy levels. Then we get to the thymus gland, and it's not really part of the endocrine system, but it's connected to the heart chakra, and it's actually really much connected to the endocrine system, and it's related to all the immune system in your body. Next, we get to the pancreas and adrenals, which are connected to your solar plexus, your third chakra. And then, of course, we get to our ovaries, which is located in your second chakra. They're responsible for producing very important hormones that are driving your fertility, your libido, your vitality overall, because it's so related to your feminine energy, everything related to the womb, related to the ovaries. This is where your life force is. There's direct connection between hormones and energetics within your womb, because your estrogen, your progesterone, your testosterone are all originated there, and they're responsible for so many things within within your body. So I just wanted to demonstrate how each of the chakras is responsible and have a direct connection to the glands. This is something that I was just exploring on my own. Maybe there are some books written about it. I've never read it anywhere. This is just really coming from me, but I'm sure that somebody did the research and this connection between the two. And the reason why I was exploring this, because I feel that when I was balancing my hormones, I was doing them from both sides. I was doing them energetically by doing tons of practices that I share in my YouTube, in my programs, in my coaching. And then I was doing it from a perspective that may be familiar to you through nutrition, food, and sleep, and all the other things. So I want to share with you about 7 ways on how you can balance your hormones. And I want to start, of course, with the easiest one, which is nutrition. And it's very important what you eat, because the inflammation in your gut can very much affect your hormones and can have a direct connection to your brain. As you know, the brain and gut connection is very prominent in everyone's body, especially in a woman's body. So what the foods that you eat, if you start your morning with having cup of coffee, it really affects your adrenals. You start, yes, you're gonna have a release of cortisol, and it's a stress hormones. Of course, we need it as well when it's in a balanced way, and you're gonna get your day going. But if you can postpone having a cup of coffee, maybe to an hour or two after you wake up, and just start your day with water, maybe with tea, and get your day going, not so much in a stress response of the cortisol that's gonna be generated in your adrenals, you're gonna have so much better day. Because you're going to be more balanced. And of course, the foods that you eat during the day, I highly recommend eating foods high in omega-3, high in good fats, things like nuts, avocado, salmon, green leaves, things like that really much help you have a balanced diet and have balanced hormones. Number 2 is sleep. It's so important for women to get good night's sleep. If you're not currently, I would really suggest you look at your lifestyle of how much you spend time on your phone before you fall asleep, how much you're exposed to blue light, and really limit that. I really recommend a couple of hours before you fall asleep to not be on your phone. I also recommend introducing supplements like magnesium to your diet and taking that before you fall asleep, because it's really going to help you get a good night's sleep. Number 3 is, of course, exercise, is moving your body. And I wouldn't suggest doing some interval training, something too intense, especially if you're a woman after 40. I would suggest doing something more moderate, like walking. Heavy weights are good for your body, for your bone structure. I would highly recommend yoga and dancing. These are the things I always do, and as well Pilates. I really recommend moving your body with these lighter exercises and just somatic practices in general. Maybe just moving your body, moving your energy through the body is very, very healthy. Number 4 on the list of balancing your hormones is aromatherapy. There are so many oils that you can use that can help you balancing your hormones and balancing your emotions. But the top 3 that I would recommend are lavender. It really helps with lowering your stress levels and your cortisol. Number 2 is clary sage. It really helps with the estrogen, and it's good to just put that oil on your lower abdominal, or you can put them in diffuser, of course, all of the oils, but I highly recommend using them on the body, actually rubbing it on the body. And number 3 is bergamot. I really like the citrus smell of this oil, and it really uplifts your mood and makes you be in a good mood, and then your hormones start balancing. Number 5 is meditation. There's nothing that helps with your stress levels as much as meditation does. And if you're someone who will tell me that you don't have 15 minutes to meditate, then you need 30 minutes to meditate, which means you're so stressed. If you don't really have 15 minutes during the day to meditate, you really need meditation. And if you're someone who have hard time just meditating in silence, I would really suggest using and listening to sound healing music. There's so many sound healing YouTube videos you can find. I would really suggest using 432 hertz meditation, the sound healing, and just listen to it, and that will really help you balance your hormones. So meditation is my number 5. Number 6 is understand your menstrual cycle, honor your cycle, because we women change in our hormones levels during the month. We're not like men. Men have the same hormones every single day, and we fluctuate so much. So it's really important to know where you are during the month. There are some apps that you can download and really track your menstrual cycle. I, for example, am very mindful of that. When I'm bleeding, I don't do different things. Like I wouldn't plan myself to be busy or outside in a big group of people. I don't plan any launches or recording any videos. I really honor myself when I'm bleeding. I try to keep myself in horizontal position. I try to nourish myself with great foods, nutrients, etc. Know where you are during the month. Of course, when you're in ovulation phase, you're more active, you can do things. And so plan your month according to your cycle. It's really going to help you in the long term, you'll see, because you're going to be preserving your energy and really balancing your hormones. And I gotta tell you, I'm someone who had irregular periods for so many years of my life. The doctors were always recommending me getting on a pill, and I just refused to do that. And I'm telling you, through doing all these practices that I'm sharing with you by balancing my hormones, they're right now like a clock. And for us women, there's so much energy. Your energetic body attribute so much energy to your second chakra, to your sacral, right? Because you need so much energy when you bleed, when you produce, when you do all of these things, because your womb is really generating and needs that much energy. So for women that's getting into menopause, for example, why we have all these hot flashes, why we have so many things going on disbalanced in our body, because we've never learned how to balance our energy and our hormones when we were younger. So I really suggest to know how to balance your energies within your womb. And I do these different practices, and I have this beautiful masterclass that's called Enigmatic, where I share with the women how they can move energy up from the womb to the heart, to the third eye, and understand all these things before you hit menopause. Because menopause is supposed to be an amazing time in a woman's life when she becomes so wise, and using her third eye for visions and just sharing advice. You just become so much wiser when you get older, because when you get into the menopause, but you don't have to wait till the menopause. You actually become wise. You can become wise and know how to manage your energy while you're young. So I really suggest you looking into the subject. And if you need more help, I'm gonna link the video below with the link to my course where you can take and learn more about this and actually share the practices. And number 7, which is also tying to our womb, because again, your ovary is producing the most important hormones for your body, right? For your fertility, for your libido, for your wealth, for your health, for all of it, like it all ties together, is the womb healing. The womb is the most energetically polluted center in our body. It absorbs and records all of your emotions, all of the things not being able to process, all your negative talks about yourself, your low self-worth, your low self-belief, self-doubt, shame, guilt. There's so many things emotionally are residing in a womb. And of course, it impacts your hormones. There's not a lot of people that making this connection, but there's a connection. It's just the direct channel between the two. So healing your womb through various practices, and I'm sharing some of those ancient practices in my course again. I mean, if you want more details, you can comment below and I can record the video, more videos on this topic. But healing your womb is going to impact your hormones in the most significant way. So I highly recommend looking into this. You can do it through meditation, visualizations, through herbs, through various practices where you can move energy and heal your womb and let go of all the negativity, all the connection, energetic cords to your past lovers, and anything that you've really been emotionally absorbing from other people and emotionally feeling within yourself. All of that gets stored in your energetic womb, and it connects to your ovaries, and it connects to your life force, your creativity, your sexuality, your sensuality. All of these things are super related. So that's why when somebody would ask me, what's my number one advice for women? I start by saying balance your hormones, but as you can see, it's related to everything in your body. It's related to your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your womb. All these energy centers, the hormones have direct connection, right? Between your physical body and your emotional and your spiritual bodies, there's direct connection. So when you start balancing your hormones and you think, well, yeah, it's important for women because we realize from the physical perspective, what kind of impact it has on us, on our mood swings, on our feelings, on our emotions, on our vitality, on our health, on our radiance, on our skin, on our hair, on everything, right? On our weight, right? And it affects everything in our body. but there's a direct connection between energetics and the physical. So that's what I wanted to get across in this video, that there is a direct connection between the two. And if you want to learn more, if you want to work with me or take any of my courses, everything's going to be linked below this video. So I hope you got some new insights in this video about the hormones. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, share it with your friends, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.